but I do really quite like your accents.
Ireland, Scotland.
There we go. Wales, Australia. Got plenty of them in the office. Liverpool. Gonna have a walk around Primark.
Birds, five birds, birds, five birds, birds, five birds, five birds and a mic. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to episode 23.
Episode 23,
of
Meg.
Five Birds. I love how you tried to do that really quietly.
Episode 23.
Episode 23. Clap. Five birds and a mic. So our episode today, I hope everyone's all right. This is hopefully, fingers crossed for us, going to be our last official nothing to do during the day at home lockdown episode, because we're going back to the shop. So I thought today we'd do our highlights, our best bits, things that we've learnt about ourselves, things that we've not necessarily enjoyed listening to about ourselves, or our favourite things, our funniest things today. Shall we do a little recap before we go? How is everyone?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Apart from it's so wet outside.
This
It's
weather's
horrible.
is
Dark.
killing me. It's absolutely
Dark.
killing me.
It's ridiculous.
It's
amazing.
amazing.
Insane.
Yeah.
Houses always feel smaller, don't they, when the weather's like this?
Yeah, the kids literally, Bella, I mean, I'm at that point now where I let her play with stuff that, like, this morning, my cling film, I love cling film, because you know I don't like Tupperware.
Oh.
So she got my cling
worst
film
thing.
out, and she was playing with it, and eating it, and chewing it.
Oh,
and
my God.
I was, the whole time I was looking at her, and I was so angry, because I just thought, I really need that. But
You're
I
quiet.
also had 5 minutes of her just being quite content. So I just let her carry on.
Yeah.
I just thought I would rather have to go and buy a new roll, even though it's a brand new roll of cling film. I'd rather go and buy a new one and just have 5 minutes of peace, because she's just going to destroy something else straight after.
Yeah.
So I've got no more ornaments. They're all gone. They're all destroyed.
Yeah.
It's just like a whirling derby.
Is it a word? I don't think that's the right saying, is it? I don't think
I
it's
don't think
whirling
it's whirling
derby.
derby. Constant.
Is it Rolling Derby?
I think it's
Dervish.
the word
Dervish.
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 We're not suggesting that anyone from Derby is whirling.
It might be.
What does that mean?
Just
A
like
whirling
a
dervish.
whirlwind.
Yeah,
I'm not-
whirling derby.
I don't even know what it is, but it doesn't even sound right. Derby. I love
It's
that.
hell. It's hell. That's what it is.
It's better.
It's just hell.
Just hell. Just hell.
How are you, Dan?
Yeah,
You've
I'm
just
alright.
got you just went a bit funny on the old cling film because you hate it, don't
Oh,
you?
I hate cling film. That's probably my pet hate is cling film.
Oh, love it. Imagine cling film with feathers in it, keeping them nice and... Oh, you could see every little strand of feather in a piece of cling film.
Don't.
You could keep a pigeon fresh for hours with cling film.
Oh, don't. I mean, I'd rather just clean my microwave out every time and let them spaghetti hoops pop everywhere. Do you know what I mean? Then
No,
put
I don't.
cling film over the top.
I've got a
I can't.
microwave cover, mate.
Yeah, but
A
you're
Tupperware?
like Miss Inch.
But she's
You're
got a
like-
Tupperware lid. She's got a Tupperware lid. That goes
Yeah,
against
but they
your
go all
morals.
funny, don't they? They go all funny and then they don't fit on boxes right.
It's like a big dome.
Oh, and the cover. Do you know what? I think I have seen those on Instagram. I feel like Holly has sent me a link to these before. But honestly, I don't mind the first roll of cling film, like the first time you get it out, because it's got that seared edge, hasn't it? Like where it's already turned over, there's like a full-on sheet and you can just do it. But then as soon as you get to the next bit, it's all fucked up and, you know, like there's no straight lines and it's all just a bit Do you know what I mean? It's got a mind of its own.
I've never. I've never
But
met
you try
anyone.
and put something on, and then it don't cling again, does it? It don't cling. It doesn't.
Yes.
Maybe
It's all the same. It's the
It's
exact
shocking.
same thing, the whole roll.
Yeah, but the first bit of the roll has got like that, like, you know, like it's all done for you.
You're
Like,
being
you can get
clingist.
to that.
You're clingist.
But then you have to just erratically
and then it-
tear it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how Lee takes it off. He just tears it and it goes like a helter-skelter.
And then you got forever
Yes.
find the bit that's on the end.
Not for me.
And if you haven't pulled it all off, then you've got about 2 inches worth, and the rest on the roll.
It's not for me. I'm sorry. Foil.
I do love a bit of foil. Foil does beat cling film.
Foil's
Well,
great.
not in a microwave.
No, not in a
It doesn't.
microwave. No.
No, I
Megan.
think I have done that before.
I bet you
Wouldn't
have.
surprise
I bet
me.
you have.
Did it start on fire?
In a cafe as well. I was working in a cafe and I did it. In my auntie's cafe. I got away with a lot.
Oh.
Meg, is that because you got your tit out? I'm sorry, Auntie. Boom.
Bing.
That's a whole. It's just, we've just
Or
gone
did
over
you
the
just
line
cry?
right there.
Or you just cried. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't follow this anymore. What is it? I've been trying to
too
practice this.
much.
It's just too much.
The boxes just look the same, and I can't read them properly. Oh, Meggie, I think you're gonna be pulled up quite a bit in this episode today. I think there's quite a bit of perfect moments today. And George, this is a different background to you, which is
It is.
weird.
I've upgraded.
Cast iron.
Anyone that isn't watching, George is currently about 10 feet away from me in our spare room because she sent a message about 15 minutes before we were about to start this episode, just with "so."
It turned into demolition land. So there's a florist below us. They're having a refit. So trudged myself down. All like, hey love, what's going off? How long are you going to be doing the noise for? And it was like, well, all day. Brilliant. Well, I'm working from home. Can we have an hour's peace and quiet? And his response basically was, well, you wouldn't ask a surgeon to stop.
He has very high standards of his job.
Or
And
high
I'm
opinions
like-
of himself.
I was like, no, yeah, you're absolutely right. You know, a lily, holding lilies in a vase is exactly the same as open heart surgery. Walked away from that, and then my neighbour, and then the neighbour on the other, not the couple neighbour, other neighbour, she started. She were drilling, plugging. She were drilling and drilling and drilling. I mean, her dad's really fit and I could hear him through the wall, so there was that incentive. But I think she's putting more fairy lights up. I just couldn't hack it. And then the kitchen shop below me are taking all of that ex-display stuff out and putting all brand new stuff in. It were a lot. It was a lot to deal with.
That sounds worse than my house.
I wouldn't mind, but they've had all this time and they always do it as soon as, and it's always on a day where we've got a podcast and it's always around the time we're about to start, and 9 times out of 10 it's 10 minutes and then they get the shit together. But today it was like they were like, oh, let's do a crescendo before we all go back to work.
It's a bit like Meggie. They've realised that they've spent all this time not emptying the cupboards and sorting shit out, and then they've got 4 days left, and they've got.
But then that's what I don't understand.
That's
like the kitchen shop, like you've not been there for nearly 14 weeks, so why are we all going crazy? Every time I come down my stairs to leave the flat, there's just a plethora of kitchen equipment, washers, dryers, dishwashers. So if you ever need anything, just come to the bottom of my stairs. It's all just chucked out on the bottom. But yeah, apart from that, I'm good. I've discovered a new season of Real Housewives. Bravo didn't announce it. Real Housewives of Johannesburg.
Oh,
What?
didn't see that one coming.
Wow.
Knocked me sideways, mate. It's on Hey You. But yeah, they didn't announce it. They've just boom dropped a full season.
Nice.
Brilliant.
So it's taken a bit. Yeah, do you know what it is? It's very. They've all got proper
Beverly
thick
Hills
sound.
good, or
Oh, I think we're going to be on par. I mean, you rank. You want to be like New York, Atlanta, Beverly Hills, and I mean they're going out of crack, mate. It's probably on par with Dallas at the minute, and I rate Dallas pretty high. But their accents are really, really strong, and then they keep slipping naturally into Afrikaans.
Yeah.
So it's taken a lot of concentration. Although
Maggie, you need to watch this. You need to watch this for your
South
Afrikaans.
Africa.
Yes.
Johannesburg is South Africa.
That's where Johannesburg
Oh.
is, though.
Where did you think it was?
Love the accent. No, I didn't know. I just assumed it was all American, but then I clicked that. Yeah, I love the South African accent.
Are they all sports wives? Is that what it is? Because I've never seen any of them. Are they just like
They're just rich.
wives?
Rich.
Right.
Yeah, whether they've done it themselves or whether they've inherited it, husbands, whatever it looks like. Like you need to have a sizable few millions and be a bit of a dick to qualify to get into it.
Got you.
Yeah, right.
So it's a little bit like pre-Love Island people then.
No, it's like the Love Island. No, not really. Yeah.
Oh, so I just don't get it. The idea of it, basically, it's just watching people who should be grateful for everything they've got being arsy to each other.
Exactly. That's what makes it so brilliant.
While going to brunch every day. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you have everything. You have no worries at all. So the only thing you can do is attack each other.
Oh,
and there's
that's
some of them.
horrible.
No, it's not. It's brilliant. You get some of them who are gifted at the talent, like Nene Leakes, Bethany Frankel. That's like your creme de la creme of how to stick up for yourself and annihilate someone. And then you get someone like Taylor Armstrong. You won't know the name, but she's the famous woman who is in the meme with the cat. When she's like, and the cat's like,
Really?
That's her, Taylor Armstrong. See, we're going to learn something today. Then you have Taylor Armstrong.
I wonder who she is.
Yeah, who is wet. Or Camille Grammer. No, not worth watching. Wasting my screen time. It's good. I find it educational, personally.
I love it. It's something you can just put on and it just takes your brain away from everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do like.
Look at your phone. You can look at your phone, and you're not going to miss anything massive. You just might be missing avocado on toast or something.
Yeah.
Is it like The Hills, where like most of it is just shots of LA and streets and stuff, and then there's like 5 minutes of content?
No,
okay.
it's bulked out with content. Oh, and here's a little one for you, just to get you interested in watching it, especially with Beverly Hills. If you go from like season 9 maybe. So Christine from Selling Sunset, is like a 30-year-old version of Erica Girardi from Beverly Hills.
Right.
They are the same person.
Okay.
They dress the same. They are just
Vile.
cutthroat. They're not. No, Christine's an absolute god. She's not vile.
Christine the Queen.
She is like, let me get down on my knees and praise you.
Really? Is that the one that's going out with that? I've only watched 2 episodes, so I can't quite get there. Is that the one that looks like she's got filler all over her face?
Really, like 8 foot and blonde.
But just no definition in her face. She's almost got... Is it the pillow cheeks that they've done?
Yes.
Yeah, she's smooth. She's totally smooth.
You'll learn to love her, I know right now you're not sure how you feel about her.
Season 2 or 3 episodes of Selling Sunset.
No, season 2 where she comes back with the fella because they've been all over the place. I couldn't...
Oh, she's worse in season 1. Season 1, she's worse.
Yeah.
She's nasty.
Why have you started on
one.
season 2?
I just don't like nasty. I'm not into purposeful nastiness. It just feels like bullying, and I feel like I'm watching bullying.
Yeah, you won't hack it.
Just makes me feel really sad.
Yeah.
I watched is it the Cheshire one? I watched a few of the Cheshire one and it felt a bit like that.
That is the worst. That is the worst one of the entire franchise.
Boring. It's horrendous.
And they just tried to get to be mean to each other. That was all it felt like. It just felt like there was orchestration of meanness. And I'm not into that at all. It makes me feel like I'm back at school again, where you're just not cool enough because you haven't got the right outfit or the right bag. Well, it makes me feel sad on the people that get bullied.
Sometimes they deserve it though, Em. So when you've watched the whole series, we'll talk about it.
Okay. At the moment, I'm almost like I'm the underdog person. I want to cheer them on.
Yeah.
I watch films sometimes, and I always think the driver always gets killed, and the driver's also the funny little nerdy one that's a bit like, oh, how have I got myself into this? Dead. I feel really sad about it. All the little ones.
Film?
Oh, well, you're just there to die. That's all you're doing. Dead.
You need to disconnect from your emotions a bit more. It's a lot more fun on this side of the lane.
I do. I find things too stressful. I do find things stressful when I watch them. Like you always say, oh, I've seen this. You can't watch it, Em. I've seen this, and it's really intense. And there's a little girl, and it's like, bam, I can't watch it then.
Don't you just watch Modern Family on Netflix? That's
Oh, I've never seen that. Is it good?
Thing to watch.
Yes.
Modern Family is epic. We've just watched all 11 seasons during lockdown, and because it's just something light-hearted and it is so funny.
Well,
I love it.
Tim got me deep into Narcos, and I just feel traumatized because people are evil. So
Watch Modern Family, and now we're watching New Girl.
New Girl's amazing.
New Girl.
New Girl is amazing. I feel like nobody knew what it was when it first came out. And now everyone knows about
We used to
it.
watch it, yeah.
We watched it
in Sweden years ago and thought it was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
And so now we're like, let's just rewatch it again and watch the new season.
I think it's even funnier now. Like, I think I'm finding it more funny now than the first time round.
Yeah, same. So funny.
So good. So yeah.
So
Perfect
talking of funny, shall we link to what we're going to talk about of what we found funny or what we liked, our best bits, our highlights of our lockdown podcast?
Early episode for me. It was the early episode when was it the first one we did in lockdown? And Megan revealed that she'd gone and bought a private reg plate.
Anyway, how much did this Bradley Holmes 02 Meg cost you, babe?
300. Sorry?
What?
300.
No, you did not. No.
Meg,
No.
can I just tell you right now, you have got a letter coming in the post to tell you that your job is on the line because we haven't got a business to run at the minute because there's no money coming in.
I'm laughing.
and you've decided to spend your only 80% worth of wages on £300 of declaring love to Bradley for a number plate that you can't even use.
And we just got the letters to say we were being furloughed. It's like, hey, gonna try and pay you. Hopefully you won't lose your job. And Megan's like, yeah, cool, private reg plate.
I totally forgot I even had that.
Have you got it?
What?
Have you got
Yeah, it's
it?
in my car, but I've just not driven it, have I, in 13 weeks?
I
It looks
can
good,
show that
though.
veg plate off, babe.
Looks good.
On the road.
Money well
Please.
spent then.
Please,
Oh,
please,
I need
please
to
check your
change
car before you drive
parking.
it.
I need to
Oh,
change
yeah.
the parking. That's just reminded me. Otherwise, I'm getting a parking ticket out because I've changed my reg plate.
Yeah.
Oh, for the love of God.
Oh,
It's all right. We've only had 12 weeks to do that.
She'll be going to prison. She'll be going to prison if we're not careful. We'll be like, I'm so sorry, we can't run your appointment today because Megan's in jail because she bought a number plate and didn't tell Sheffield Council that she changed it.
Let's send that email today then, maybe. Just see how you feel about.
Let me
Just
know
put
what
it
it
on
is.
your to-do list.
Let me know what it is, Maggie, and I'll do it. To be fair, it's probably my fault. I should have reminded her. Anything else, George? Anything you've learnt about yourself or that you've found? Anything else? Go on. Anything else about yourself?
I've just got the patience of an absolute goddamn saint. I think is the only way. I think it's one of those things where because, and especially even in my wider group when it comes to friends and family and stuff, because I'm living on my own, so I've done the lockdown effectively on my own. It's been one of those things where people go, "Oh God, I'd love it. Oh, I'd love it. Switch places. You can have kids. I'll have your life. Sleep in. Do what you want. Eat what you want for tea. Oh God, yeah. Peace and quiet. Yeah, it's sound. It's really, really sound for a while. But for the majority of your time, I know I make it sound like I'm doing stuff all the time. For the majority of my time, I am in the house with my own thoughts for 13 goddamn weeks.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot. I'm giving my kudos out.
To do. You have to find stuff to do.
There has to be a distraction, otherwise everything can compound. And there was a few times where it kind of compounded in on me, and it was like, I don't know if I'm mentally strong enough for this anymore. So for anybody else who's listening, who's been doing lockdown on your own, like, you a full on fucking salute to you on, babes, because it's really, really hard. And I think I've just got a little bit of an appreciation for myself of I've actually just survived that a little bit. It's just a bit of I'm pretty solid. I'm pretty proud of myself. I think it's one of those things where people look in and they're like, oh God, I wish I could have done it on my own. But I think being in and doing it on your own is a whole different kettle of fish. Yeah. Totally.
It sends you insane.
Quite literally, mate. Quite literally.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
And I only did it for 10 days in Sweden on my own, and I honestly don't know how you've done it for this many weeks.
Yeah. It's a lot. So yeah, apart from bit stronger than when I went into it, but yeah. Just been living for the podcast. It's the only scheduled thing I've got every week. It's my only structure. It's how I only know what day of the week it is.
Yeah. Yeah, so thank you people for listening, because it's meant that we've carried on doing the podcast for G. It is, because we have, obviously, the listeners and watchers have watched you struggle some weeks and rant the other weeks. And on the whole, you've done amazing. And like I said, anyone that has actually had to experience this on their own, well done, well freaking done. And I guess that the Boris thing, when he released it, you can go into a bubble and be like, yay, you might be able to go and see someone now legally, that you can sort of like, you said, I can't remember, was it on your stories? And you said that loads and loads of people messaged you.
No, so a lot of people interpreted that wrong. Apparently my sarcasm doesn't come across great on my Instagram. So I'd obviously put the story up, and Jaden, one of my friends, had made like this TikTok video, which I thought might trigger a few leads. I thought it might just like put the feelers out to go, hey, recruiting.
Foof is looking.
Like, like an old school, like Facebook, like poke. No one poked me. No one was like, hey, yeah, G, treat yourself, wash your hair, have a shave, I'm coming round, I'll be your bubble. No one offered. I had no offers.
You didn't get a poke? You didn't get one poke offer?
No, not one offer. Not one. That's what. So when my story went up and I was like, "Don't all rush at once," it was that tone of Jesus. Don't all rush at once, Christ, Canal, crikey, what have you all been saying? Where's the WhatsApp group that I'm clearly not in? So yeah, no offers, no offers.
Everyone's still a bit nervous.
Well, they need to be.
I'd be scared of G after
I was about to say,
as well.
It's almost as if they don't want to be the first one in.
No, I wouldn't want to be the first with G. No, I'd like her to get it out of her system first.
Third or fourth.
Yeah, and then I'll have her.
Yeah.
Because I'd be terrified.
Which is a bit more quiet. It's like having a toddler about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. They've had all day. And then you just, you can maybe watch a film with them. But I don't want the morning when they've had 12 hours sleep. I don't want morning. I want afternoon, G. That's what I want. Not when she's thirsty.
The bite marks.
Yeah, I'm just thinking violence and a lot of grabbing. It's just, no. The thought of it, it's too scary.
No.
Too scary. There'd be blisters and everything, I think. Imagine coming out of G's house at the moment.
It'd be lovely.
The florist. Could you imagine the florist knocking on the door? And you'd be like, would you interrupt a surgeon in the middle?
Brilliant.
I've loved it. There was quite a few moments of G. One of the funniest moments was watching a story of you attempting Joe Wicks. I think that was the first or second week in.
Yeah, that was early doors.
That was good. And then I don't think you've attempted to do it. I don't think you've done it again.
It was a one-time thing.
Geez, people watching out of the window. That was so funny. So funny. I've actually learned that you're a historical genius, man.
Yeah.
It's all I've done.
You're so clever.
It's all I've done is watch history documentaries. It's all I've done. I love it.
Well, we are gonna have a Birds takeover and G's takeover, and one of the episodes is going to be random history facts of women throughout the ages. So it's not going to sound as she's going to find some good bits, and of course it's Georgina, so she's going to create a tale throughout it. So listen out for those, because those are going to be
good.
My
God, we could do it like drunk history style. I could have like a bottle of wine and then tell you.
Yeah. Sat in front of a fire.
Yeah.
Come sit down, let me tell you a story. That'll be good. I'm looking forward to that one. Go on then, Em. What's yours? What are yours then, Em? What's your favourites? What's your highlights?
Highlights. Gotta be. I loved the last episode with Dan's crush, childhood crush, because I knew it was gonna, like, literally when we started talking about it, I kept thinking, what is Dan's gonna be? I thought she was gonna say like something off Sesame Street or something.
Yeah, it went far off though, were it? To be
fair, Bart Simpson. That's gotta be, and Brains.
Brains is just cute. Street.
But
Brains is just cute.
It's brilliant.
I think it's because he wore his little glasses and he was like the underdog, and he was like, "Oh, you don't get to go in a rocket."
that was great. That was funny. But Emily's tampon story. Single. Like, to the point where later on that day I was literally like still thinking about it.
A very ugly looking old tampon.
Oh no.
And then the world just came out, and I felt ill for about 2 weeks. It was horrendous. But that moment, I don't know what she thought was happening. She thought something was very wrong with my cervix until she realised it was just a very rank tampon.
Oh, God.
But that was just... It was horrific. It was not good.
Oh, God, you're grim. You're so grim.
It does still haunt me, to be fair, so I can't blame you.
I love the live one. Obviously, like, if people are listening to the lives with the leaves and just
the leaves, yes,
all of our reactions to the leaves. It was just like no one knew where it was going. No one knew where, like, what the outcome was. Another one that I still thought about a few days after, like, pondered about it. I love I really like the dinner party one.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I thought it was so interesting how different we all thought, and like I said, like G with I was blown away, like, because that was the first time you'd really spoke about like history and things like that, and I was like, oh, I'm so shallow. Like, I would never even have thought that way. Emily, obviously, you were a nosy bastard, and you just want to know stuff. You just want to know everything that you can.
I can't help it, but I love. One of my favourite episodes is with you with Aquaman. With Dan. It was a good one, with Dan saying you don't want a proper bouncy blow dry, and you were like, no
one wants
dripping.
that.
Dripping and wet.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Because there's bits from all of it that have literally made me laugh throughout all of the podcast isolation life.
And that's real laughter as well. That isn't just her smiling on purpose. That's her actually laughing.
I mean, now I'm just smiling, but I'm not happy. So from episode, like, what would we say? That episode 6, every single smile is fake.
Just learn to smile.
That's because because we did the feedback, and then we got told why that was a really good one as well. The feedback one when we. Why does Emma look like she hates being there? So now you get face shape. I love. So what's your? So go on then. Let's show us show us the face that you would want to pull.
That one.
See it?
There it
and
is.
the thing is that everyone watching will think, Jesus, she hates you. But actually, that's just Emma's
She's
face.
just listening. Yeah.
Right, Emma. Can we have a?
Okay, go out. Shut the door. Shut the door, Oscar. Oh God, they're all coming in.
It's like that, that news guy and all kids came in on all things in it and wife's trying to pull them out of the way. Oh my God.
That episode. The husband's going to have to come in. My nanny's coming in now.
Nanny?
Yay!
Your Manny's here.
Bella.
Oh,
Bella. I think. Do you know what I think happened? They physically felt the earth move because you stopped smiling and went back to normal. So they thought, Mummy's done.
She's finished.
Finished.
Podcast over.
Yeah, Mum's face just kills after podcast. It absolutely kills.
Literally, after every finished episode, I don't know if you cancel your recording, but you must, on your recording, if you don't cancel it, must be, my face fucking hurts. My face is killing. Every time, you say it every time. Can I just see? So let's just see your normal face. For anyone that's listening, I'm sorry you're not going to experience the funny of this. This is Emma's normal face. Can you do an angry face?
It's the same.
I think it's the same.
It is the same. Can you do I don't like you face? Oh, it's okay. So that the back.
Just pulled
okay,
back
right.
a little bit.
She's pulled back. Right. Can you do I'm listening face?
Oh, to the side.
Okay, the side. Caring. She's a caring, can't give a shit face. Love it. Love it. So funny. It's brilliant. I don't think there is, Emma, you're just the queen of drop in a comment, drop in something. That's what you are. You're the funniest. I remember when as Emma was being on maternity leave for the first year that the girls were away. So they got grumpy Emma from being pregnant and just wanting to be a baby out of a body.
Yeah, miserable Emma.
And not miserable, but no one really understood how. Show us your miserable face. Very similar to the listening face, but we're moving on. So no one really understood how frigging funny you are with your little one-liners and stuff. And you just come out from nowhere with just random funny things. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the Amazonian goddess.
Missed it.
To be fair, we're all right with G and Emma. 2 meters distance, just up and down rather than apart. So we'll be all right with that.
Me and G can be next to each other.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
We'll be absolutely fine. She comes to my nipple. We'll just do it that way.
Yeah, we'll be fine with that. Bit of bitty for Meggie.
Oh.
There's too many for you, Meg. There's too many things to pull out for you. I absolutely adored your there is too many things that I adored, but I do really quite like your accents. The skill level of your accents is insane.
I hate it because I do honestly try so hard. And it really annoys me that some people are just naturally gifted at it. And they're not putting any effort in. They don't deserve the accent. They don't deserve it. I'm trying and it just doesn't come out and it's not fair.
It's just not fair, is it, Meggie? Just
No,
not fair.
life's not fair.
I know. George just has to go, right, give me 2 minutes. Boom, Geordie.
Yeah.
Right,
She
come on
says,
then,
like,
Meggie. What's
3
your
words and
let's
does it.
do a couple because I do love them. Can we do a couple, please?
What do you want?
What's the consensus? What does everyone want to hear?
Can you do Scouser? Can you do Liverpool?
I'm from Liverpool. Liverpool. I'm from Liverpool. Liverpool. Give me a sentence.
Go on, G.
Hold on. I actually can't. I don't think I can do Liverpool. Scouse, is it? Yeah, Scouse.
They do like a.
Yeah.
They do it sometimes.
I'm from Liverpool.
I'm going to have a walk around Primark and get my air rollers in. That's what they do. And they'll go to Nando's, like a cheeky Nando's, and get like everything.
That's really good.
She went a little bit Brummy at the end. That was almost Brummy then.
Oh, you're good at Brummy though. I'm rubbish at Brummy. Maybe I am actually good at Brummy. Maybe I'm mixing.
You just went a little bit down to Birmingham, but that was good. That was Primark.
I was trying to stay in Brookside, and didn't happen, did it? Buried him under the patio.
That was good. Go on then, Meggie. Go on.
What, Scouse?
Yeah.
Under the patio. Gonna have a walk around Primark. Oh, it doesn't make sense. Liverpool. Eyebrows.
Oh, wow.
Brilliant.
I should have gone to the toilet. I should have gone to the loo. Oh, can we have one more?
Maggie's hiding the yawn.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
It does. Just talking about it, honestly, I can just feel them building, and I can't help it. It's so contagious.
It's just, it comes at the most inappropriate time. So if anyone,
Always.
if you're watching it and you think I'm being really serious here, I can feel it now.
I'm sure it was on our last highlight, and Megan's mid-yawn.
Yeah.
Oh, is she?
But it's when she tries to do a half yawn and then hides it by.
It's like her nostrils have this like flare to get the air out or something.
Oh, I love it. I love it. The yawn is brilliant. Can we do one more accent, Maggie? One more.
Yeah. What do you want? They all sound the same, so.
Can you do like have we done an Australian accent with you before, Meg?
Yeah, I can do. I can do. Good eye, mate. With the shrimp on the barbie.
That's not bad.
That's good.
That's not
It
bad.
is. Can do that.
Yeah.
Can do that sentence. I've got like a sentence for a few accents that I can do, and I think it's just because I've practiced it that
honestly,
much.
That's what you do. You have to like name where you're at to
Yeah,
say it.
yes, yeah. And do you know what? And do you know what the worst thing is? When you ever play, you do that game, the accent game, but you're not obviously allowed to say what accent it is because everyone's got to guess. But I can only do the accent of the name.
But Maggie, babe, you can't even do the accent. You just say the name.
Ireland, Scotland,
There we go.
Wales, Australia, Australia,
Do Russia.
Russia,
Oh,
Russia.
About Greece.
To Greece, they don't have an accent. They don't have an accent.
No, you're
really?
right. They just speak in Greek, and then when they talk in English, they're just like, yeah, boom, straight from Manchester. That's exactly what happens.
Well, you do. What's a Greek? They're in a Greek. No, Greece isn't a good one to do, is it?
Sorry, anyone. Sorry, Greek people. I actually really like I love their accent. I love it. How I can't do it at all, but I love the way they sound.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just can't do it, so I just don't register that there is an accent.
That can be your homework.
And you like South African? Come on, do an Afrikaans.
Oh, yeah. Favorite. Favorite.
Oh, that's
Yana.
great.
Yana, darling.
That was
I'm
great.
just trying to think of that TikTok. I'm like, favorite.
Oh,
I
yeah,
did-
your eyeliner
In
one,
South Africa. Lost it.
Cornwall.
Oh, a Cornish
What is that?
accent.
Are they the farmer? The farmers? Are they? Is that that?
That's Bristonian.
Oh, what's Cornwall?
I think I like a Cornish pasty. It is a bit
It's
like that,
Cornish.
isn't it? It is.
Yeah.
It's just I can't. Do you know what a this is awful, isn't it? That we.
do you know what a Cornwall sounds like?
Oh, you're Cornish. Go on, Andrew.
All right,
Go
then,
on,
my
Andrew.
lover.
Spit some bars.
You gotta say my lover. All right then. All right,
Farmer.
Now the farmer got plenty of them in my shed.
That's it.
I got lots of them. I got plenty of them in my shed. I got some in the office.
I don't know what you're talking about. What have you got in your shed, Andrew?
Could be anything.
That's what my papa used to say. He had got plenty of them in the office if he wants them. He's always got
Turnips.
No, he's got everything.
Turnip.
No, he's
was
got
he try-
everything.
what was he trying to get you
he's
down to
got,
the office
What do you
for?
want? I mean, what do you want? First of all, you got turnips, you got everything in the office, in the shed.
It's just dragging out that last word, isn't it?
Go on then, Meggie.
Got plenty of them in the office. got plenty under my shirt. What do you want? Nailed it.
Boom. I don't know. Dad and I sometimes in the shop, if anyone has witnessed this, I do apologise if you've ever experienced the weirdness that Dan and I go into. When we're a little bit awkward and we've come into each other's rooms, which we now obviously won't be able to do anymore, but we'll have to do it from distance. So you come in and you feel a bit awkward. So we lighten the tone by going Bristonian with each other.
Yeah, we do.
All right there.
All right, my lover.
All right.
Oh,
Excuse me. Oh my God, that is beautiful. Anyone there? Can I borrow that veil there, please?
Yeah, that there one. That there one. Hang up there.
Come on, that one there. Oh, you look beautiful. We do go a little bit weird. And then we do a weird thing where we realise that everyone stopped and stared at us. So we just sort of umdiddy-umdiddy walk back out.
We always end it with and see you in a bit. Okay.
Yeah. It's that weird moment where we're not on our own, Dan. We're not on our own. We're meant to be professional, and there's a bride crying in a dress, and we've just gone to Bristol.
All right,
Brilliant.
my love. How are we doing? That time when that bride said she found like a hair accessory made by a guy that found things out of like rubbish and stuff.
Yes, yeah.
And didn't I, when I was like, oh, as long as he plied into the skip and found it.
Yeah, you did a movement.
Yeah. Sorry, totally irrelevant, but that was just really funny.
No, I have to set the scene now.
Stag
So
jump
this
into the
headpiece
fucking skip.
This headpiece was amazing, but it was really expensive. And how she explained it was that it was handcrafted by basically recycled rubbish. But she didn't explain it just like that. But that's how Dan took it. So because obviously it was so expensive, Dan was like, well, obviously to make it more worthwhile, he's got to have done something with it. You know, like plied into the skip to do it. So rather than just say that, Dan actually acted out a plie whilst holding the headpiece and then gently placed it on her head. It was the weirdest thing in the world to watch.
Funniest thing. That bride loved that plie.
But she loved it. But she loved the plie. But it was just the way you sort of
Never met her before, ever. Just came in. All right, my love. Oh, look at it. Oh, the end of a Saturday when you're absolutely riding on nothing.
Oh, all you brides coming in, you've got all this to look forward to. All of this to look forward to.
It's been
And-
contained for 13 weeks as well.
I was
so
about to
it's-
say, it's like toddlers at 7 a.m. in the morning and they've slept all the way through. And you think, brilliant, I've had a lie-in because they've slept through. But no, they're about to annihilate you with the Duracell battery that they've just filled up. That's what we're going to be like. That's a bit worrying.
Mm-hmm. Duracell.
That's like
Recharge.
George. That's like first go. That's the first one into George type situation, isn't it? We might have to practice getting rid of this. This ain't going to be good, is it, for first bride? Come in! Nice to see you. Do you want to try this dress on? Put it on now. Let me see you. Let me stroke it. Yes. Okay, maybe not that bad. Anyone else got a final bit that they've loved?
The funniest bit on a podcast where it was genuine, crying with laughter, and I really hope that everyone else found it as funny, was when your internet froze and you were like in the bottom of the corner.
Maybe she's actually pissed her pants.
Everyone just left.
Can you
Actually,
see yourself, Bryce? Can you see yourself?
And then you came back on, but
Yeah.
you were both there.
That
But it
was
was just
so
me.
funny.
No, I know. I think it was just a podcast, but it honestly,
Yeah,
it was
'cause
just
she was
the
in the
funniest
same
thing.
like section, wasn't she? It was literally like she was twin, like
you were
twinning
just a
on
pea,
screen.
and you were just like, "Hello, yeah." It was just
but
so
wasn't
funny.
that the one that Emma didn't know what was going on about? So she just carried on
Yeah,
smiling.
no.
For having bitch face. But I just had to laugh and pretend so I didn't get bullied. So after that, my face really was hurting. Because I was forcing it.
Forcing a laughter.
Yeah, I didn't even know what was going on. I just joined in.
That's basically what George is going to hope is going to happen soon. Oh my word. So the funniest thing, I've also realised that I overshare. I'm an oversharer. And my internet's not very good, so I get involved twice. So maybe I'll rein that in. But it's been good. I've enjoyed it. It's been amazing. It's been really
It's
good
going
fun.
to be weird having to communicate in person now rather than through a computer screen.
Yeah.
Well, if you want, Meggie, you can still do it through the computer screen, just 2 meters away from us if you like. If it makes you feel better.
I'll go sit in the toilet and I'll just go on my computer screen.
It's good. I'm looking forward to. It's weird, isn't it? You get into a rut where you find you get safe, and actually, I'm looking forward to making those changes. It makes me feel a bit nervous because obviously you've got to change again. But I'm looking forward to all of those things. I'm looking forward to what it's going to bring, and hopefully the podcast will go from strength to strength, and we'll keep making everyone laugh. We'll keep making Emma freeze her face in a happy look. Oh, my word. What time
Can
is
I
it?
also say?
Yeah.
I just need to. I think we need to have a round of applause for Meg's hair because I feel like that's
That's
Yes.
been a
the
winner, hasn't
best
it?
thing.
That was an accomplishment.
That's
There we
Well
go.
done,
a
Maggie's
big
hair.
achievement of mine.
We haven't finished the podcast, Andrew. We are just actually clapping.
Oh, one of my funniest bits is you, Garth, with the picture, with your phone
yeah.
your phone not recognising it was you. That was good. That was good.
Honestly, couldn't tag me.
I'm
I had no
still
idea who it
gutted.
were.
I'm still gutted that we didn't get to experience Blonde Dan
Blonde Dan.
in person.
Yeah.
I am gutted.
It's coming out. It's coming. It's
It
getting
is.
lighter
It's
and
lightening,
lighter
yeah,
every
it is.
time. So we might get there. We might
looks
get there
nice.
by the time I'm allowed out. We'll find out on Monday when I can come out. I might be blonde, which will be good.
We
but
can
yes.
slowly get
Slowly
your
get
phone
there.
used to you. Oh, I nearly went then.
Oh yeah. Ooh, hey.
So what we'd also like our listeners and viewers to do is to send in your favourite bits as well. And then we can talk about those again if you want, or Andrew can clip them in and then we can have a week off maybe.
Yeah.
Or we can do a recap of your favourite bits. So if you want to tell us or message us what your favourite bits are, and we can put them all together in one random link. So we will see. So this is the end of our lockdown one. So we will be seeing you on the other side when we're all back at work, slightly giddy, 2 meters apart, but moving forward with the new version of the podcast, which is what we'd always planned it to be. Not in our bedrooms. Maybe G might be out of that bedroom.
Yeah.
So I hope everyone stays safe. I hope everyone gets back to, if everyone's going back to work or have been back to work, I hope you're still all right. And we will see you, listen to you, watch you on the other side. Stay safe. Bye.
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 Clap.